Hey, what's good YouTube? Welcome to another video, and boy do I have a build for you. Boy do I have a lockdown build for you, and I'll tell you that much. Like, this is probably the best and the most fun lockdown build to play with. And I think without any further ado, we can just go straight into it. I don't want to waste mine or your time at this point. So yeah, the position for it is going to be point guard, and doesn't really matter. I prefer to play with the right one, but really this is a preference. And jersey number, again, whatever you wish for. For height, I go 6'2". So the thing is that there's a badge called Mismatch Expert in the game, and that badge is the biggest pain in the ass for any lockdown out there. So yeah, you need to be 6'2" tops, just because, well, there are many point guards, well, who are 6 foot or, well, smaller. So if they're 6 foot or if they are 5'11", that badge will not activate. If you're not aware on how that badge works, check out the video in 2K Lab on 2K Lab's YouTube channel. They explain it pretty good there. But yeah, honestly, there's still a lot of point guards who will be running 5'8" builds, and they will still get a mismatch expert on you. But I mean, there's just no way that I'm creating a 5'11" lockdown to stop them. Well, to stop those really small point guards. So yeah, that's just not gonna happen. It doesn't make any sense. So we have to take some losses in here. But yes, 6'2" is that perfect height in my opinion, and just because you get a decent length hands, well, a decent length wingspan. Weight, I go for 183. And wingspan, of course, max. So going for 183 height, weight, what you get is you get 97 perimeter defense, which is Hall of Fame clams for a cheaper price. Body shape, we go for build just because we want to be as big as possible. And in here, basically, there are some main attributes that you really want, and at the end I'll show you the build that I prefer. But from those attributes that I'll just set them up. I'll just set some of them up. I think there are some things that just must be in this build, and I'll show you them. So if you want to change something, it's completely up to you later on. And yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, it's still preference. Some things are, at least, but this, I think, is it's must have on this build. And as you can see, I'm already increasing playmaking. So yes, you can even play as a point guard. You can even play as a point guard with your lockdown build. Like, just imagine that. Imagine how crazy it is. So yeah, perimeter defense all the way, steal all the way, block almost all the way to 65 just to get that silver intimidator. And speed, of course, we want to be as fast as possible. And stamina, I honestly think that 80 is enough, especially if you do just your Gatorade weekly boosts. And even if you buy Gatorade boosts, well, that's plenty. It's just you don't need anything else. So this is the main core that you need. Doesn't matter where you play. If you play Park, if you play Pro-Am, it doesn't matter. These are the main attributes that you want. And the way I see it is, well, you're still a lockdown, and 25 badges most likely are a bit, well, just need a little bit more. So what I do here is I go for 29 badges here. So you max out your defensive rebounds, and you increase offensive rebounds to 56. So you get 29 defensive badges. And remember, if you do now after a rebirth, you can just get 4 additional badges for any of your for any of these things just off the top. So yeah, it doesn't 29 is not not the last number, basically. And you're still only a 93 overall. So from this point, everything is up to your imagination. I'll show you the way I prefer to do it, and my way of doing it is getting your 3-point all the way up, just because you get more badges. And especially if you want to play as a point guard with this build, well, you will need to shoot, and you will need shooting badges for that. Ball handle 85 is enough to get all of the possible animations in a game, and with 80 speed with ball, you can definitely you can definitely get past your defender. So that's definitely fine. I'll leave playmaking as it is. Pass accuracy is on 7 because, as you can see, if you remove one, we lose Silver Bullet Passer. And Silver Bullet Passer is a really nice badge to have. Doesn't matter whether you play a point guard as a point guard or as a log. And yes, I'm just giving you those options that, well, it's possible. It is possible. So if you want to have some fun with your friends playing Park, you can definitely do it. If you want to play as a shooting guard, well, sharp block in Pro-Am, you can definitely do that. So it's just everything works basically. So now for finishing, what I think is just like the best possible thing to do while creating pretty much any build is to increase your driving dunk to 75. 75 driving dunk with 45 vertical unlocks you those what's it called, like front double clutches of 1 foot, and it's like the most broken dunk in the game, which is almost impossible to get blocked. So definitely the best animation for any kind of build. So yeah, so for that you need 75 driving dunk and 45 vertical. What else I increase for a lockdown? I am one of those people who believe that strength matters when it comes to bumps. So I would increase my strength to the maximum here as well, and we are still only at 96. So since I am a Pro-Am head and I am playing Pro-Am, I do need some free throws, and I think 70 is like the sweet spot. Doesn't matter if you're actually timing your own free throws. If you're timing them, you can get even less free throw, just because, well, from 65 I'd say it's pretty easy to green them if you know what you're doing. And with 70 you can just set it to FA and you let AI do its job. So yeah, and we are still only at 96. So from this point we can just finish whatever we want. We can just increase whatever we want, and we'll just benefit, and yeah, honestly can make it your own. At this point you can just make it your own. What I would do is I would increase my driving dunk to 84, and I think that vertical is 75. And can we get that? Yes, we can. We can get 75 vertical, 84 driving dunk, which means we get pro contact dunks, pro contact alley-oops. And even though, well, why I'm hesitant about this is just because you're 6'2" and you will not be getting many of those. Still, like in most of the situations where you just want to get 2 points for sure, I would recommend pulling your analog stick to the, well, towards upside and just getting that double clutch dunk, and it's just easy points every single time. But if you want to get more saucy, just go for this, go wild, and you can get contacts. You can just go with your right analog down, and it's fun. It can be fun, especially in Park where those dunks are just, well, something that happens more often. What I will do with my build at the end of the day, well, I'll be creating a new one. I'll be creating a new one like this, because right now I have a 6-1, which is, it's fine. It's really good. I really like it. I really enjoy it, but this one has playmaking. So, I mean, I can dribble, I can play in Park as a point guard. It's just fun. It's way more fun, and 6'2" with bigger wingspan, so it solves some of the passing lane issues, which I sometimes have with my 6'1" build. So yeah, from this point on, what I will do is I will just improve my defense, because I get 30, where do we get 30? We get 30 right here. And we get some more additional shooting badges, which is again really nice, and it allows me to easily play as a shooting guard in Pro-Am. So yes, this is pretty much it. You can honestly, like, you can get some of the points on standing, well, on finishing if you want more finishing badges. But if you look at it, you have 11. You'll put 3 on a limitless takeoff. You'll put 1 on a posterizer, 3 on slithery finisher, and basically there's really not much else for you to get. Maybe unstrippable, but like, it's plenty of badges. You will not need them, well, as much. You will still be dunking, you'll still be fine with that, but I don't think you'll need them as much. And yeah, the rest of the points just goes to shooting, and you get 26 shooting badges at the end of the day. And you can increase whatever you want with the rest of the points. So I'll just get my free throw up just so I'm more reliable on those free throws at the close game and game situations. And that's it. That's the build. That's probably one of the most advanced builds, I would say, at this point in the game. It does pretty much everything except going for rebounds, which, well, you have a center for it. Well, with the height, you know how this game goes. For Takeover, you get shot creators, you get sharpshooters, and you get lockdown Takeover. And it's crazy that you can get a freaking shot creator take on your lockdown, but still, at the very beginning, I would recommend a spot up, precision, and maybe limitless. It's just like, it's way easier to get it up, but with rebirth, you can just change it whenever you feel like it, and whenever probably you're switching from park to pro-am or something like that. But in my opinion and my experience, these lockdown badges, they sound nice on paper, but I don't really feel like they're working when I play with them. And it's not something that you want from your Takeover. Like when you see point guards playing with shot creator takes, they just break ankles constantly. They make they're greening every single moving shot with them, and it's just insane. And you can actually feel it and you can actually see it. But when you're playing as a lock with the lock Takeover, it's not it, So yeah, I'm going with spot up, precision as the first one, just because you will not be shooting, probably you will not be shooting limitless if you play in a corner. Maybe if you're playing as a shooting guard, you can select limitless here. And for a secondary take, I will I'll just get enhanced jump shot contests, just because I kind of feel like I actually feel it in the game. So yeah, that is it for the actual build. It's called two-way 3-point shot creator. You see the shades of it and so on. And we'll just go and test it. Well, I'll just go into the test area to show you the badge layout that I select for this. So for the badges, you get 11 for finishing, which is, well, way more than you will ever need. You get limitless, posterizer, slithery, and you still get 4 badge points available for that. Honestly, you can get well, Pro Touch doesn't really do anything if you don't have your layup timing on, which I would not recommend. So for this, probably just unstrippable and lob city finisher. So you are more reliable while cutting and getting those alley-oops, because, well, they are a bit iffy this year. 26 shooting badges. Well, you know what we are doing first, and that is, that is a sniper, most insane badge this year. So it's too good not to use for anyone basically. And yeah, we still have 20 badge points available, Alan. And at this point, you have to select whether, well, you have to select your badges according to where are you playing on the field. So if you're playing as a lock and you're playing in a corner, you'll probably the best badges for you is, well, the best layout for you is gonna be a corner specialist. It's gonna be a hot zone hunter, catch and shoot, and 6 badges that I use for the rest ones are mismatch expert and blinders. Just in some cases where someone is helping off of you and they're trying to get back to you, but, well, like, you take a shot, and these 2 badges, I feel like they would help a lot. And if you prefer to, instead of blinders, you can select Deadeye. It's really good choice. Now, if I'm playing not in the corner, if I'm playing as a shooting guard, I'll do the only thing. I'll take off corner specialist, I'll select limitless spot up, and that's it. That pretty much just nothing else that you need to do at this point. So I'll keep it with a corner specialist for now, and let's move on to playmaking badges. And you get a lot of them, like really a lot. So first of all, you are going on fast breaks every single possession. So downhill is the first choice, and a glue hands just comes with it basically, just because you need to catch that ball in those possessions. A quick first step, really helpful badge, really nice to have, and a bullet passer is a must. For the last badges, I don't know why I have special delivery on. But yeah, for the last badges, bailout, really nice badge to have. Again, just in those situations where you really need it. And the last two, I'll probably just go one for unpluckable and one on what is it? Honestly, at this point, I think bailout could just go, and I was selecting unpluckable like that. I was kind of expecting it for it to cost only 2, not 3, but yeah, this is probably what I would go with. I rarely pass out of my shot. I go for contested if I need to. But yeah, unpluckable is better. Well, silver unpluckable is better since it's been buffed, well, quite a long time ago at this point. But yeah, I really feel like this is probably the best badge layout for you at this point of the game. And defense badges, 30 defense badges is just plenty. So clamps, interceptor, Hall of Fame, no doubt. Intimidator as high as you can get, pick dodger, and pickpocket. Of course, it's just this setup is a must. Like, it's a must, complete must for you. And ankle braces, Hall of Fame, really nice to have. And the thing is that you get, sometimes you don't even see that animation that your ankles have been broken, but you just feel like you cannot move, and that comes from a badge called tight handles. This is the badge that just pretty much stuns your defender for a half second, but it's very impactful when point guard knows what he's doing. So ankle braces kind of protects you from that. So yeah, if you can, get it on Hall of Fame, and you get the last 2 badges. So what I would do with those 2 is get a chase down, just because you get that animation. You pretty much unlock all sorts of animations for that. And for the last one, you can select Hustler, you can select Box. Sometimes I get to box out centers, and since you have some strength, you can definitely do that. It's definitely possible because lots of centers this year have a low height, low weight. Well, low weight, not height, but yeah. And with low weight comes lower strength. So boxing them out, definitely a way to go. And Menace, it would be nice, but it's not worth it compared to every other badge. And don't forget that you can still unlock at least 4 badge attributes, and I would recommend to go with them into defense, unless you really just want a point guard that is amazingly solid at defense. Then of course go with those badges to playmaking, because that's where you kind of lacking if you're playing as a point guard. But yeah, as a lockdown, again, I would go into defense and get some points into Hustler, maybe into Box, Ball Stripper, I guess. Yeah, that would work as well, just because sometimes you get, you are left alone 1v1 against their center, and it's just impossible to contest their center at that point. Because of the mouse in the house badge, and the only thing left for you to do is just mash that square button and hope for the best. So Ball Stripper is where it just comes into play. So for now, for the reasons, for showing reasons, I'll stay with the box. That's how I would set it up if I had exactly 30 badges. And the last thing to note is don't forget to glitch a curry slide on your build. If you don't know how to do that, that's gonna be my next video, just like kind of a tutorial for you. But if you do know, or if you just want to know right now, there's plenty of YouTube tutorials there already. But yeah, just do that. Yeah, you kind of lose that Trae Young animation, kind of a speed boost kind of thing, but curry slide is nice. It's just nice to have. It's nice to have as an option. It's not as OP as it was before, but it's still really a solid dribble move. So yeah, it's possible to get if you didn't know. Just stay tuned on my channel if you don't want to watch anyone else's, basically, and if you enjoyed the way I show you guys things. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks everyone who stayed till the end. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But for now, thanks everyone for watching, and I'm out. Peace.